Namaste, my name is Sonia. In the last video, we learned about diacritic marks. So diacritic marks were basically combining Hindi consonants with the vowels, the marks represented by the vowels. In this lesson, we are going to learn about conjunct characters. So conjunct characters are basically combining two consonants together, but basically they are half consonants. So the question is, which half of the consonant is kept and which half is discarded? That is the challenge, and I've kind of simplified the challenge here by dividing all the consonants into three categories. So here I'm going to show you how the half letters or the conjunct letters look by focusing first on the first category, consonants with a vertical line in the middle. So all the consonants that we have seen so far that have a vertical line in the middle, for instance, K, okay, so I've grouped them all together, and I'm going to show you one at a time what their conjunct form looks like. And so first thing is that this is how we note the conjunct form, like by using this accent. Okay, so whenever we see this accent underneath a letter, we know it indicates a half letter. Okay? So let's begin with the first letter here. So we have K, and I've combined the dotted consonant K together. Okay, so their conjuncts would look like this. So we would keep this half, okay, and basically discard this part. Okay, so for example, in the word kya, okay, you see half K. Okay, so now there are more examples and space to practice these further on page 37 of the Practice Makes Perfect book. Okay, so I've taken this material from that book and you can follow along if you like. Okay, so let's look at the second one. We have K and H together, the dotted version. Okay, and their half looks like this. Some people make this a round and others leave it open. Either way, it's fine. Okay. And you see an example, Sankhya, okay, that's a half K, okay. And then we have G and the dotted form together, and that's the part we keep, and we get rid of the long vertical line, okay. This is the front part we are keeping, example, Gwala, okay. Then we have K, and again we keep the front section of the letter and we get rid of the line, and an example here is Kritagna, okay, Kritagna, okay. So sometimes we will be able to hear the conjunct letter in the spelling because the sound of that letter will be shortened, right, Kritagna. But sometimes we can't really hear, and at other times it sounds like there should be a conjunct letter, but there isn't in the spelling. So it's always best and safe to know the spelling of the word. So next one we have J. So we keep the front portion and we get rid of the line. Example, Acha. So Acha, half J. And then we have J and Z, the dotted one, together. And we keep the front portion. Example, Zyada. Zyada. Okay. Now this J is very rare in conjunct form, but if ever it's noted, it's going to look like this. Okay. And again, this accent means that this is the conjunct version. Okay? Next, we have R, the heavy nasal sound, R. Okay? So we keep the front portion and get rid of the line. example, punya. Okay. Then we have the. Okay. So again, we keep this part and not the line. Example, satya. Satya. Okay. So here in the case of the, I've given another example, the case where you have one full the and a half the together. Often in Hindi font, you will see this horizontal line on top of the. And that just means that it's a half the and a full the together. So both of these spellings are correct, okay? And it really depends on, in the printed text, it depends on which font you have, okay? So next we have the, and we keep the front portion, get rid of the line, example, dhwaj, okay? Then we have na, again we keep the front part of the letter, example, nyai. Namaste, stay tuned for the roundish consonants in the next video.